Yeah, we're almost ready for Sweet and Sour. Tonight's show, a little bit different in format. All our panellists are females, 30-something, early 40-something, a bit Beauty and the Beast if you like, and I'm certainly no beast, so maybe one of our panellists will be. You be the judge. Tonight on Sweet and Sour, coming up right now.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour.
All right, we're supposed to be ready, Welcome to Sweet and Sour, everybody. They're all ladies on the panel tonight. A bit Beauty and the Beast-ish, but I'm never beastly. No accounting for the ladies on the panel, however. First up tonight on our panel, hello Suzie Hunt.
Hello Gary. Stan.
Ruth, you're not allowed to call me that tonight.
No.
Susie's been here before, you're all familiar with Suzie. World of Architecture, how's it going?
Fantastic, and thank you so much for inviting me back tonight, Gary. I feel like we're on the League of Nations. We represent multicultural Western Australia here tonight. I'm the only Australian. I know, it's a Channel 31 one.
Yeah, okay, it's a sense of community. Hello, Georgie Cicero from?
Hi, Gary.
Giordano.
From Giordano.
What's Giordano for the people in Adelaide and Sydney who have no idea what Giordano is?
Giordano is a fabulous boutique. We sell beautiful, beautiful dresses. Come in and see us.
What have you got for me?
Nothing for you.
Well,
Nothing unless you like wearing dresses, but you know.
And I invited you on the show?
You did.
Have a good
But
time
listen,
tonight.
I'm warning you, there's a full moon out tonight.
Why are you wanting me?
So I'm liable to say anything. So be prepared, people.
That's all right, we've got the garlic and the shark vein out there, so all the vampires that are stalking tonight and everybody else, be warned. Hello, Pearl Proud.
Hello, Gary.
You're a patron of the arts.
Yes, I am.
You're also a psychologist.
I'm also a psychologist.
Is there
yes.
anything that you don't do?
I don't go trekking on Mount Everest.
Okay. It's going to be a long show tonight. Talking about the things that Pearl doesn't do. Welcome to the show, Pearl. First time on.
First time on, I'm a virgin to the show.
I wasn't going to say it. No. Just to the show, mind you.
To the show. Yes.
Speaking of virgins to the show, hello, Kaye Craddock. How are you?
Hi Gary, good, thank you.
Now, I've got a little note down here that says fit chips.
Yes, fit chips.
What are fit chips?
They are a healthy alternative to the regular hot chip.
Oh, do we believe they exist?
A lower fat chip.
Low fat
Yes.
chip. And what makes them low fat? Because I'm a chip fiend and I want to know
Yes.
these things.
Well,
I love chips, but I
they're-
feel guilty every time I'm going to put one in my mouth.
Well, these are guilt-free because they're air-fried in ovens that we've imported from overseas.
They're air fried. Well, how do I get them? Where do I get them?
So, well, you'll be getting them soon. I've just started a new business venture and it'll be coming to fruition very soon.
Will they be available in fish and chip shops and things like that?
No, they'll be in shopping centre locations initially.
I'm sitting here salivating already. Oh. All right, ladies, are you ready to do some work tonight for the people who've written in?
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
we
oh,
are.
yes, oh, yes. All right, here we go. First letter coming to us from Justina of Craigie in WA. Dear Sweet and Sour panel, is the new reality program Australian Princess for real? I watched it the other night and I just couldn't believe it. A group of dumb, uncouth girls are being taught the fine art of becoming a princess by a rude, vulgar and thoroughly ugly old boiler. To add credibility, they feature Diana's slimy butler and Sarah Ferguson's sister Jane, and they've even dug up a real bona fide prince from Kiev. The excitement is just too much. But the biggest problem I have with this show is what sort of perfect woman they have got in mind. One that knows how to do needlework and curtsy, etc. Have women's rights retreated back into the dark ages? That question we are about to put to our panel says, Suzie, you are first up.
Well, Justina, I honestly have to tell you, stop watching. Use your remote. No viewers mean no ratings. No ratings mean no advertising, and no advertising means no show. However, saying that, I have to say that I think that these reality programs manipulate the truth, and only this morning I was talking to a mother of one of the West Australian...
Do they really? They
Yeah, they do.
manipulate the truth?
Well,
Oh, they
Gary,
Oh,
interrupt me.
that sort of show tonight.
No, I was talking to the mother of one of the West Australian representatives today, and
Is this an Australian show? Australian Princess?
Australian
Wouldn't-
Princess,
Well, what are all
obviously.
these poms doing in it?
No, because they spend
The
5
so-called
weeks
experts.
here and then they go to the UK for 3 weeks. And they have totally manipulated it. And so this girl actually is an amazing woman. All of them have gone to private schools, not saying that doesn't
All
mean
of
you're
the
dumb.
girls in the show have gone to
Yes,
private
all the
schools.
ones, not that doesn't
Wow.
mean you're dumb and uncouth, I have to tell you, but because I went to it. I went
Close
to one.
though, isn't it?
But
That's terrible.
no, but also they've all got university degrees. They've all done amazing things, and they have actually been chosen because they are a bit crazy.
Why?
One,
For the exotic dancer,
yeah, well,
Is she the best looking one on the whole program?
probably.
Oh,
Well,
what
the
did you
very
choose them
they were told they were given 2 days' notice, and they were told they had to go away for 8 weeks. They were not warned or anything. They were given a ticket, and on the Thursday they had to leave.
Come on.
For 8 weeks.
What sort of woman do you know can disappear from her home and situation
Well,
in a moment's notice?
young
These people are
ones,
unemployed
No, they're not. This girl is not unemployed. She works.
and they're going on a show like this.
Well, the thing is, she did it as a
They're dumb.
joke, and you know what? She'd never do it again. And I think the thing
Is she
look,
still involved in the
she
show?
was eliminated because on the very first week, apparently, Paul, the etiquette woman, said, "Does anyone have tattoos?" And everyone that had tattoos, even had to be eliminated on the first week because no one in the royal family has a tattoo.
Oh,
Bullshit.
oh, good. I'm rushing
So-
up to get to tattoos.
I
so
know.
can't be
I reckon
considered.
that's actually a really good thing. I don't have one, but maybe it's a reason to.
You're
go
rushing out to get one as well?
I might be.
All right,
yes.
come on. We're going to bring Georgie in. Come on, Georgie.
You know what?
What?
Blame Mary Donaldson for all this princess mania.
She's lovely.
How easy does she make it look? I mean, you just go to the pub, you meet Prince Charming,
Prince.
he sweeps you
She
off
is
your
a born
feet,
princess.
and then that's it. They live happily ever after. No wonder these girls want to have a go. I mean, where was I when they were sending out job applications for this job? You know, I need a career change. Princess would be good. But, you know, honestly...
That might work in
the-
reverse. If I go down to the pub, do you reckon I'm going to meet a princess?
Well, I don't think so, but, you know,
No, he's probably more likely because he's the right age. We're too old now.
speak for yourself, babe. Silly and unsophisticated they might be, okay, but, you know, these girls are having a go. And isn't that part of our Australian culture?
Have a go.
Have a go. Have a go. Anybody can be a princess these days. You can be a farmer or an exotic dancer. I don't know what else the girls do on the show. but they're having a
What you have a
go.
go.
And to that, listen, to that toffee-nosed old boiler, I've watched the program once. I've got to say.
Attract some strange viewers.
Shut up, I've got to say to her, because, you are the most painful one of the lot.
Oh.
Not you, Gary.
I understand. It's all right. You don't have to console me. It's all right. Come on, Pearl.
Well,
You're the psychologist
I
amongst
know.
us.
I thought about this, and I'm thinking, you know, Justina, she needs to keep watching. I feel I haven't
watching?
seen. She has to keep watching because this show provides a counterpoint for us. We've come from such a long run of slut TV. You know, butts.
I think you've just sent their ratings through the roof.
I know. It's tits, it's butts, it's, you know, brother,
What time's it on?
big brother uncut, you know. And I think, you know, this is providing a counterpoint to that. It's, you know, they're bringing the prim and proper, they're balancing the whole ledger.
Just the balance.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, there's been a lot of writings lately about, you know, some feminists objecting to this whole, you know,
you watched it?
butts and tits. No. But I'm thinking Justina has to keep
You like
watching.
saying bums and tits a lot.
I think, you know, it's a way of you know, Australia having a, you know, a bit of something else, something a bit posh, something a bit you know, plum, and you know, and we can, you know, have that bit. You know, women are supposed to be either sluts or, you know, saints, you know, Madonnas. Yeah, so we've done the slut thing. We're now doing the Madonna saint thing.
Oh no, is that
And
what phase we're in
yeah,
now?
I think it's
Can't
just
we
a bit
go
of
back?
a turn there, and I think Justine should just keep watching. Well, she might, you
Keep
know,
watching.
appreciate the trend, the swings.
No.
Mm.
No. Okay. Where is there a place for fit chips in amongst this diet of princesses?
No, look, I'm the opposite, Pearl. I just think that, Justina, you need to lighten up. Just don't look too in depth about these feminist issues. I mean, after all, it's just a television show. I mean, they dramatise it. They get in the worst group of girls. They get the nastiest dragon they can get to, you know, come and dramatise things and make it, you know, the best, biggest impact that they can have
Hey,
on
I
television.
really want to tune on
So-
now. This is sounding pretty good.
So I think, look, personally, reality TV shows aren't for me, and this is a real doozy, I have to say, but a lot of people do, and that's why they've been so successful so far. So, look, if you don't like it, my suggestion is switch over to something a lot more in-depth, you know, with much more substance, like Sweet and Sour.
Oh, you can come back on this show anytime you like. Have you ever taken a holiday from hell?
No, actually. I've always
haven't?
had wonderful holidays.
Well, our next letter writer has. And in the break, we're going to be talking about more tits and bums. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about the holiday from hell. You ever been on one?
Sweet and sour, a definite first for me. I know I'm very serious, but the co-panelists' humour was fantastic. Love to come back.
Don't you think?
Oh, that would be fun. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. We're having a little bit of fun here with the ladies. If you would like to send us a letter to the panel and have it discussed by the ladies, you need to send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now, which is sweetandsour@accesstvwa.com. See, I did that without even looking. And it'll land here, and if we like it and read it out, we are going to send you to the movies, courtesy of Natalie Cameron and NRC Communication. And the movie that we're sending you to this week is In Her Shoes with Cameron Diaz and... Oh, you girls have...
Collette.
Oh, no,
Toni
no, no.
Collette.
How much prompting do you need?
Toni Collette.
Okay, our Toni Collette. There you
I
go.
want to see that movie.
All right, ladies, ready? Next letter coming up. Georgie, you're on notice. You're first up. Dear panellists, I've just come back from the holiday from hell. A close friend of mine invited me to stay at their holiday home. She really talked up the place and insisted that it would be the best place for me to relax. Oh, you could really relax in this place, all right. It was out in the sticks and it was a 2-hour drive to anything. Beach, shops, toilets. It was the longest weekend of my life. I was even cold and hungry. Once I got home, I needed time to recuperate, but horror of horrors, she wants me to go with her again. How can I tactfully get out of it this time? She's a very good friend of mine. It comes to us from Tina of Chewett Hill in WA. All right, Georgie. We just heard all about Georgie's honeymoon from hell. It's not going to air. Unless, of course, you want to email us in and we'll send it back to you what it was.
It was a
Can we
beauty.
do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
right. We'll make some money for Sweet and
Makes
Sour.
for a good story. Geez, Tina, what a whinger. Your girlfriend is being so nice by offering you her home, and what do? Complain about it. You know, next time you should put it to her, is it 5-star accommodation? And then you can make an informed choice about whether or not you want to be out in the sticks. You know, honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't be offering you my home again.
So you
Sorry.
you think it's a question of asking all the right questions first?
Well, look, I'm pretty particular too about where I stay.
So we just heard, yes.
But, you know, this is a friend. She's offering you your home. Be gracious. Be grateful.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
How can you actually ask all those questions now? Well, she wants to go on the same holiday with her again.
Well, you can't. She's already been. She
Too
knows.
late.
Yeah, that's it. Now
Too
she's
late.
got to. She's
Shut
got
your
to.
mouth or go.
That's it.
Or
Put
do
up or
both.
shut up.
What would you do?
I would.
You really don't want to go.
Okay, I would say, why don't we try something different?
Okay, diplomatic.
Let's go somewhere else.
Pearl, what would you do?
Well, you know, what I want to know actually, Gary, is how old is Tina? Because she
Don't look at me,
strikes
honey.
me.
I don't know.
You know, we don't know Tina. We don't know how old you are, but you strike me as a baby boomer. Baby boomers do not do combi vans anymore. They don't do country shacks anymore. They do Bunker Bay, and they do Empire Retreat.
Excuse me.
It's true. And you know,
I'm
I'm
with Pearl.
betting that Tina is a baby boomer, and she's baby boomers have a lot of money now. They're at the height of their earnings, and they can afford all these luxuries. And
those
you know,
old
country
baby
shack
boomers?
is just not good enough anymore.
She's a youngie that can't handle the bush.
And it doesn't say it's a country shack.
She's in
Well,
the
it's in
bush.
it's in the middle of no, it's in the middle of
Righto, you two,
nowhere.
you'll get your turn.
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a 2-hour drive to anything from there. There are
Including
no
the
beaches,
toilets.
there are no shops, so it's very basic.
No way.
And I just think Tina should the friend maybe is trying to actually cure Tina of being a snob. I think her friend is realizing that Tina has become too much of a snob, and is trying to help, and Tina is not picking it up.
This is the sort of advice you get when you have a psychologist on the show. We go one step below the surface.
It's a bit deep for me.
Okay. Is there an avenue there for fit chips as well?
Yes, well,
Take them camping.
Look, I just think that she's not a particularly nice friend at all. I mean, she contradicts herself here. So, saying that she's a good friend and yet she can't say to her, no, listen, I don't want to go again next time. I mean, with good friends, you just say, listen, it's not my thing, thanks very much, but
Yeah,
no, I
that's
don't want to
important.
go.
You can open your mouth.
And yes, and this, I mean, I love the comment of cold and hungry. When do you ever go away to a friend's holiday house
Without
and not
taking
take
food?
huge amounts of food, copious amounts of alcohol? And, you know, I just think it's disappointing that she couldn't have enjoyed.
Coming on holidays
A
with you,
great
that was a pretty good sales pitch.
Well, I mean, she couldn't have enjoyed a weekend away with a friend no matter where it was. I mean, what a pity.
All right, Susie, give us the rep on this one.
I think Tina's a very ungrateful friend. I think her friend is trying to do the right thing by her and teach her that she needs to learn to relax. And we live in Western Australia, live in Perth. I have to say 2 hours, it takes 2 hours to get anywhere. And if you go east, you're in the bush. And how fantastic, we're so lucky. Enjoy it, wake up, smell the roses and widen your life, because the world is not revolving around shops and toilets.
So all those people in South Australia and New
Toilets
South
are
Wales, up your
necessary.
bums. We've got it great here in WA.
No, Gary, I think, you know, South Australia to Adelaide, 2 hours, you're in the bush. You know, same in Sydney. We live in the most amazing
2
country.
hours, Ranger uranium mine, wonderful in South Australia.
Well, what can I say? But I think Tina's a very ungrateful pain in the arse, actually, and I think her friend should just ditch her. And I hope her friend's watching this
All
program.
right, hang on. We're going to take a vote now. Who thinks she's a pain in the arse?
Me.
Oh.
And you, Gary?
Even the crew thinks she's a pain in the arse. All right, Tina, back in your box. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the poor, unfortunate female who wants to have kids, and she's a little older than her beau, and he doesn't want the commitment yet. Is that a normal thing that's happening nowadays?
I thought I'd died and gone to heaven, but I was just on sweet and sour.
How rude. These girls are giving me a really hard time on the panel tonight. You think you're all coming back, do you? No, they've gone silently. All right.
We thought we'd actually have our own show.
Oh, good luck. That's right. Dear Gary, I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. I'm in my early 30s and he's in his late 20s. We've been very happy up until now, but the other day we had the "where is our relationship going" talk. My biological clock is ticking and I want to get married and have children soon. He just doesn't want to know about it. He says he's too young and there's so much he still wants to do before he makes that final commitment. There's no such thing as a final commitment anymore, is there? We are both miserable because we love each other so much, but we want different things. I can't see any way out of this dilemma. Should we break up or should I wait and see if he changes his mind? Regina, and this one comes to us from South Australia, Port Adelaide. Pearl, you're the shrink. We're going to ask you about this one first.
Well, my feeling about this is the age difference nearly always causes
years.
problems, because, you know, men take a little longer to mature. So, you know, if he is in his late 20s, he's as good as in his early 20s.
Oh,
And
compared to a woman.
compared to a woman. And so the age difference is actually wider than that in real terms here. And he is saying himself that he's too young, and I agree with him. He's saying, I'm too young, and he is, really.
Okay, what should she do then?
I think she needs to make a decision. She's running out of eggs. She's in her 30s, and, you know, she doesn't have that much time left, so she needs to make a decision. My advice to her is she might need to get someone who's ready to breed.
But what about it? Can she... I have a problem with this ownership thing. She wants to have kids. He doesn't want to have kids, all that sort of thing. Can't she go off on her own and have one of his kids?
I don't know. The thing with this is, I think she wants the kids, but she wants him, and she wants to be in a relationship by the sounds of it.
But it sounds like she's going to miss out on him and miss out on her kids.
That's what I'm giving advice to actually leave him to go and mature and find someone who's ready to breed.
What happens if he's the one? How can you... Is that an easy thing to say to someone who you think is the one? He might be a soulmate, but he's 6 years junior.
Yes. Yes,
It's
he's,
a thing.
it's just it seems like
They've
he,
been together
Oh,
for 6 years.
okay.
they
He's
have
just younger,
been.
I
Yeah,
see. You're right.
Yeah,
late 20s.
He's
Okay.
yeah. She's in the early she's in the early 30s and he's in the late 20s.
Okay.
But that, as I said before, that places him in the early 20s really. So it's quite a wide age difference. And the whole thing about, you know, her wanting to have the where's this relationship going, in an opening like that for a bloke in his early 20s is threatening. Because maybe he just wants to watch sport. He wants to be with his mates. He doesn't want to do the picket fence and the children.
I know blokes
So
in their
I'm
50s
thinking,
and 60s that want to be
I'm
like
thinking, Regina, move on, find someone else. And there are lots of blokes out there who are
Plenty of fish in the
want
sea.
to, absolutely, they're
Just
raring
wanna
to
hear
have
that,
children.
Okay.
Kay, we're bringing Kay in. There's not plenty of fish in the sea.
Well,
Plenty of
I think you've answered the question yourself by saying that we want different
You're fussy.
things. And unless you can find some common ground here at this stage, well, I think that things can only get worse. The thing that concerns me is that there doesn't seem to be that much communication. Like, what things does he want to do? And do they
She doesn't
include
know.
her? Does she want to do these things? They really need to sit down and make a bit of a plan and say, well, okay, if you want to travel, let's travel for a couple of years. Let's then come back and sit down and get married and have children. But does he really want children? Is this an excuse? You know, I mean, look, she just needs to sit down and make all these decisions now, because she doesn't want to be in this situation 10 years down the track.
And she won't be able to have children probably then either.
Exactly.
What's the latest you can have children if you're a woman?
Well, at 36,
on your
at
eggs.
36, the eggs start
Well, I had a
declining
child
quite
at 38.
rapidly.
No, you can have children later, but the problem
yeah.
is
With
that
some
some
difficulty.
people can have children very easily and later, but then
right.
others
Well, what's
find
the
it
oldest
difficult.
the ladies had
Oh,
recently?
yeah, but that's all
60.
manipulated. That's manipulated
62.
and
The Italians are doing
Italian,
marvellous
whatever,
things.
exactly. Look, my turn?
How can I possibly stop you?
No, I know, exactly.
Yes.
Look, I have to say, I have to agree with the girls.
You don't have to.
Well, I sort of agree with them, but I come from a different viewpoint.
Georgie's busting to have her say
No,
on
I
this
know,
one.
but unfortunately I know what Georgie's say is going to be. But the
How do
thing
you know
is,
that?
because we've talked about it. But look, the thing is for me, I really feel for Regina. She really loves someone. She's been with him for 6 years. If this is really, really important for Regina, then her boyfriend, who they've been together and committed for a long time, should say, you know what, it's really important for you. I'm not really ready. Maybe we can wait a year. I think Regina has to look at what her boyfriend has said in the last 12 months or 2 years. Has he ever mentioned that he wants children? Maybe he's never mentioned it at all. And, you know, we all know that men actually don't tell you what they're really thinking, that somehow or other we're supposed to read through the lines and understand what they're saying.
You just want us to be mind readers. We tell
Well,
you
no,
all the time.
you want us to be mind readers,
No.
so we have to actually
No,
articulate. So,
no,
Regina,
you're supposed to be the
disagree.
communicators. We're the ones
well,
that...
Regina, I just have to say, I'd say, I'm sorry, boyfriend, you're out, and I bet you he comes back and he says, you know, I really love you and,
Come on,
and I'll have
George.
children.
Cut her
Of
off.
course, these girls are going to say all of those things because they're all attached, okay?
I'm not attached.
Okay,
I'm not
all right,
attached.
all right, sorry, Paul.
I'm not attached.
You and I are not attached, but the others are happy and all the rest of it. And now, you know, look, Regina, I don't know, what is it about young men and commitment? My ex-husband actually has this beautiful proverb on the wall of his home, and it goes something like this.
Is this a long proverb? We only have 30 seconds to go.
In the end, what matters is how well did you live, how well did you love, and how well did you learn to let go.
Oh,
and babe, if you're
beautiful.
anything like me, you're not good at letting go of the people that you love. Now, you've spent 6 years, 6 wonderful years with this man, and maybe the timing isn't right for him. But that doesn't mean he's always going to feel like this. You know what I say? Hang in there, girl. Hang in there.
Whilst you're there, say good night
Not
as
hanging
well.
in there.
Good night and good luck.
Good night, Susie.
Good night. Love it. Thanks, Gary.
Pleasure. Good night, Pearl.
Thank you, Gary.
Pleasure, darling. Good night, Kay.
Thanks for having me, Gary.
And good night, viewers.
Good night.
See you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.